What's going on, guys? JD here, and you know what? I've mentioned it in the past couple of videos and I'm finally getting to it. Here's the update video on the plans and what I intend to do with Smokey in the upcoming future. Roll intro. Alright guys, so what am I gonna do with Smokey? That thing right there. First and foremost, as you see in the video I released yesterday, I'm rebuilding the exhaust. It's a little humid today. I feel like I'm sticking to myself, particularly because I'm looking rather dapper. Sorry for the hamburger meat, that's part of getting old. But anyway, I'm going to redo the exhaust system. I'm not going to work on the second coat of the headers yet, or part 2 of that video series, until the humidity dies down a little bit. We had some rain late last night, and today it's just awful. But outside of that, once I get the exhaust done, I had to think about what's next for that car. The hot rodder in me wants to go crazy. You know, a whole bunch of horsepower, yada yada, etc, etc. But as you guys know, and you see through the DIY stuff I've been doing, I don't have a massive budget. It's not like I have millions of followers on YouTube yet, and I say yet because I hope to get there. So I don't have a really big revenue stream to drive the car. So I'm going to be doing it in the process of working in this here driveway and doing it all myself. So what would be my next step for this car? I think I finally figured that out. I want to single turbo the car, and there's budget kits out there, and I'm not going to go buy an eBay kit or anything like that. I'm going to do the next best thing. I think I'm going to go with an On3 turbo set, turbo kit. I'm going to go with an On3 turbo kit. But to lead up to that, I want to go standalone ECU on the car. I want to convert it from mass air to a map sensor, and I've been looking at a number of options for that. And I think what I've landed on doing is using the Mega Squirt. They have the PNP or plug and play system. The PNP 2 or Gen 2 is what's made for the Fox Body Mustangs, and I think that's around $8 or $8.50. Now this is not going to happen tomorrow or anything like that. I've got some stuff to address with the car. Particularly this morning, I fired it up to go to church, and the alternator wasn't charging, so I got to fix that. And of course there's going to be a lot of little things along the way, but just to kind of give you guys an idea of where I want to head with the car, I'm going to put that system on the car unless I find something different. So if you guys have any suggestions, stick them in the comments below and I'll check that stuff out. But from everything I've read, and I mean I've went through the big fat PDF file of the instructions for the Mega Squirt, and I'm really liking what I see there. I like the fact that I can use my factory harness, which I didn't share in a video on here, but when I first bought the car, I had a wiring fire. So it's got a new dash harness and a new engine harness and all that already in the car. So I don't want to pull all that back out just to do something else. So I get to use that with all the work I've already done. I get to use that work with the Mega Squirt. It will go to a map sensor, so I can eliminate the mass airflow sensor and put a manifold air pressure. Use that as the map for my timing and fuel maps and things of that nature. And I think for the DIY side of things, for the fact that I want to do everything myself on this car, it would be best to go with something like Mega Squirt because the compatibility to just plug into a laptop and slowly tweak. Being that the car, I can't say it's mostly stock, but I can't say it's heavily modified. It's a fresh engine. It's got an aftermarket cam, just an E-cam in it, but it's got all the bolt-ons. It'll have a correct, or not busted, full exhaust system when it's done. It's got gears, aluminum drive shaft, full suspension work, all kinds of stuff like that on it. So I think it'd be good for me to learn the process of tuning a car with a car like this, because I've got a little bit of a safety net with a mostly stock engine that keeps me from blowing it up. I'm not going to sit here and act like I already know how to tune. This will be new for me, but there's tons of material out there, and in the theme of learning how to do everything on YouTube, just like you guys are checking out some of my how-tos, I learned a lot of the newer stuff that I didn't learn when I went to school to be a mechanic. I learned all this newer stuff from hopping on YouTube, just like you're doing, checking out this video now and watching other people that knew how to do it, or watching other people's process of learning how to do things. And I want to do that with Mega Squirt. I want to learn how to tune the car so I can throw the turbo system on the car when I finally get to that point and tune it all myself. So I hope you guys stick around for that journey. I'm going to keep this video short and sweet just because it's a basic update, you know, just to kind of let you guys know what's on my mind. In the next couple days, I want to do part 2 of the restoring rusty headers, or the how-to series that I started. And then I'm also going to diagnose my charging system problem. Just because I rewired the whole car, it may not be the alternator itself that's causing the charging issue. And I want to diagnose that and take you guys along with me. Outside of that, like, comment, subscribe. You know, particularly comment on any suggestions you have for standalone ECUs. If you think the Megasquirt's not the right decision, or if you think it is the right decision, let me know your thoughts on it. If you've got one, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Outside of that, guys, I hope you've had a great weekend. I hope you start out the week great and it finishes great for you. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.